Hey friends, in the previous video we had seen how we can install the Active Directory Certificate Service role on Windows 2022 and already promised you that we will also show you how we can configure the Active Directory Certificate Service post installation on Windows Server 2022. So once you install the service you will see a link over here in the installation progress window itself, or if you have closed this, so you can find it on the exclamation marks on the flags in the server manager console by clicking on this. Here you can also see this option is also visible, so this is the similar either if you have closed this the installation progress window, so you can find it from here as well. And now once you install this, so what you need to do, you need to just configure it by clicking on this option. Here you required a credential, so this will be validated for your certificate configuration. So if you want to change it, so just change the credentials. So I always recommend you to make a account for the certificate authority itself, so this will be easier to identify to manage the certificate. So this should be a local group, local administrators group membership, then only you can use this credential. So I'm just using the infolia/administrator account. Here you can see this is the requirement, you must belong to local administrators group. And now what I need to do, I need to just move it by clicking on the next, because when we were installing the certificate services at that time we selected only the certificate authority. That's why these all are the hidden and only we are able to select or remove the check from the certificate authority options. Now what you need to do, you need to just select the certificate authority option and click on the next. Here you need to just specify the type of certificate authority which you are going to configure in your infrastructure. So there are the two type of certificate authority is showing. One is the enterprise and second is the standalone CA. Basically there is a difference between enterprise CA and standalone CA. Enterprise CA must be a domain member. If you have Active Directory, then you can go ahead with the enterprise CA, whereas the standalone can be configured without domain. I mean, it can be configured in a workgroup environment and it doesn't require the Active Directory DS services, and it can work without network connections as well in the offline manner. Now click on the, because I'm just going to select the enterprise CA because I have the Active Directory, that is infolias.local domain. Now I will select the next. So now specify the type of the CA. First is the root CA. Root CA are the first and maybe the only CA configured in a PKI hierarchy. Basically root CA, because we are just going to deploy a first certificate authority, so we will select the root CA. Now if you have the root certificate, then you can select the subordinate CA that receives a certificate from the CA above it in the PKI hierarchy. Now click on the next. Create a new private key. Use this option if you do not have a private key or want to create a new private key, because this is the first time which we are going to deploy it, so we'll select a create a new private key. But if you have the private key from the existing certificate which you have installed in your infrastructure, so just select this option. Now click on the next. Here you need to specify the cryptographic provider, key length, and also the hash algo as well. So I'm just going to select the default options for the cryptographic provider and key length. You can change the key length over here 4096 because 2048 is enough as of now, but if you want to increase the uh, key length, so just select the 4096 as well. And hash algorithm also need to be selected because I'm just going to show 256. Now I'm going to click on the next. What is this common name for this CA? So I'm just going to specify the default name, but if you want to change it, so just make the changes over here. Distinguished name suffix is the DC equal to info alias, DC equal to local. This is the Active Directory domain name will come over here. So leave it as it is how you received. Now preview of the distinguished name. So distinguished name will be the common name plus your distinguished name of the domain. So the common name is info alias dash cert srv dash ca dash 1. This is, and this equal to info alias and this equal to local. Now click on the next. Specify the validity period for the certificate generated for this certificate authority. So this will be the validity of the certificates which is going to be created from this certificate authority. So you can just increase the timing as well. Select the drop down box and select any one of them as per your requirement, because I'm just going to select the 10 years, and this will be the expired on 8/4/2032. Now click on the next, and this is the database location where certificates will be stored, where the configurations will be stored. And now certificate database log location, so here the logs will be generated. If you want to change it, so just change the path. Now click on the next, and here you can see the details which you have selected while configuring this certificate authority. And if you want to make the changes, so just click on the previous and you can reconfigure the options as per your requirement. But now we'll configure it, so we'll click on the configure option. So certificate authority has been installed and configured. Now close it and close it again. Now click on the ADCS in the server manager dashboard. Here certificate server is configured, and just click on the certificate authority. This I just loaded. So this is the certificate authority which you have installed, the name which you have provided while configuring the certificate authority. This is the common name of your certificate authority, and just click expand the options inside your certificate authority, and you can see there are the multiple options including revoked certificates, issued certificates, the certificate server which has just issued the certificates, that will be available inside the issued certificates options. Here you can see the list of the certificates which has been issued by this certificate server. So this will be available in this options. Pending request, if someone has just requested for the certificates, that will come inside the pending request, failed request, and certificate templates as well. The certificate templates is just like a template which you can use to create the certificate types. Suppose if you just want to provide the certificate which is best for the user, computer, web servers, domain controller, EFS recovery agent, Kerberos authentications, directory email replications. So these all type of templates are available, and you can create the certificates from these templates as well. In the next video, we will see how we can create the certificates on the basis of existing templates in your certificate authority server. Thank you for watching this video.